Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. This is the preview of West Ham's 10th home game of the 21-22 Premier League season, where we welcome Norwich City to the London Stadium for the rescheduled kick-off time of Wednesday at 7:45, not on BT and not on Sky, unfortunately. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here. Along with Admiral and Umbro, Clout and Blue, track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity in the Newham area that are helping those in the Newham area that are reliant on food banks to basically have food on their table. So guys, even if you're not a West Ham supporter and you're a Norwich fan, or you're just a neutral from either side, you can still purchase retro shirts in the link in the description below. Whatever you purchase, as long as it's through that link, you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. And depending on what you're purchasing, in comparison to the club shops, you'll be probably saving yourself a few quid as well. For those season ticket holders watching, and anybody that purchased the tickets online and received an email download for it as usual, you can refresh your original tickets from that confirmation email and it will show the revised date, so you don't have to ask the club for new tickets. Now, there has been a few changes to the officials. The main referee is still Simon Hooper. His assistant is Harry Leonard, and Simon Beck replaces Derek, who was supposed to be supporting him, Derek Eaton. The fourth official has changed from Tony Harrington to Kevin Friend. On VAR, no longer Lee Mason, thank Christ for that, and he's being replaced by John Brooks, and Neil Davis replaces Stuart Burt as the assistant on VAR. So I am so glad we don't have Lee Mason involved in this game. I really can't stand the bloke. To be fair, there's not many people in terms of officials that I can stand, but Lee Mason, God no. Thank Christ for that. Thank Christ he's gone. Norwich have only been in the Premier League in more recent history from the 13-14 to 15-16 season, and more specifically the 19-20 season. So the last 6 isn't really relevant given that 3-year gap, but what I've been able to cobble together over the last 4 shows that we've won 3 and drawn 1. Of course, we all remember that 6-0 aggregate scoreline when we beat them in the 19-20 season, and that brilliant display from Antonio at their place towards the end of that season. David Moyes has faced Norwich at home in the Premier League just 4 times, winning twice and drawing twice, so that's good news from that side of things. Norwich are bottom of the table on 10 points with 2 wins, 4 draws and 13 losses, scoring 8 and conceding 42, so they're on a minus goal difference of 34. Up rocks West Ham. Now, it'd be nice for we can get that monkey off our back where we can actually go out and destroy a team that is playing badly, rather than just go out and be a little bit apprehensive like we tend to do either home or away. Norwich's away form shows one win, 2 draws and 6 losses, scoring 3 and conceding 23, showing an away goal difference of minus 20 and an average points per game away of 0.56. They've only won 1 in the last 5 away games. As you may have gathered from what I've just said, their away goals scored on average per game of 0.33, and they've conceded an average of 2.56 goals per game and their match goals average is 2.89. They've kept 1 clean sheet on their travels so far, and they've failed to score 78% of the time away from home. 48% average possession, but a healthy shots taken per game of 10.11 shots. So that's not bad. That's not bad. But their shots conversion rate is just 3%. It's really the reasons why they're rocked down at the bottom. They've committed so far on average 9 fouls per game and have conceded 10.78 fouls per game. Dean Smith, the new manager, as we know, he took over in the last international break, seems to be trying to work out his away formation because it's been quite a few variations, the 4-1-4-1 and the 3-5-2 diamond formation since he took over. Their highest goal scorer away from home is, no surprise, for the 3rd season in a row, Pookie with 2 goals, followed very closely by Norman with 1 goal, but he's ruled out due to recovery from pelvic surgery. players to look out for, more than you think, really, because Tim Krul can be a tricky one to get past. Right, not so much at this season, but the left back Manu Loney Williams is also quite a tricky player. Max Aarons, who we've been linked to in the past, their right back. Centre midfielder Loney from Chelsea, Billy Gilmore, Todd Cantwell, McLean. Those midfielders can be difficult. I mean, obviously Billy Gilmore needs to bulk himself up a little bit and a bit more stronger, but he still can be quite a handful given if he has the right space. He's very good at putting in some passes every now and again. Norwich is strong, but not all that successful at protecting the lead, but they are weak, as previously mentioned, at finishing scoring chances, defending against skillful players, aerial duels, and are very weak at defending against attacks down the wings and against through ball attacks as well. As a result of this, their style of play is pretty much taking long shots, attacking down the left-hand side, playing in their own half to prevent conceding and frustrating opponents in their own half as a result. Now, PremierInjuries.com show that there are quite a few injuries still, despite Krul, Cantwell, Aarons and Pookie all now recovering from COVID. Andrew Bimadili, I can't pronounce his name, to be honest, guys, I'm sorry, is now ruled out long-term due to his lower back injury. Chris Zimmerman is out until the mid-January with an ankle injury. Lucas Rupp is being ruled out due to a thigh injury, but Billy Gilmore and Todd Cantwell are currently being assessed due to knocks that I'm guessing they picked up during their FA Cup game over the weekend. So with Norman's injury, as I've mentioned, they still have 5 to 6 injuries in there, so it's not bad from that point of view, because obviously, you know, when we went into the Leeds FA Cup game on the weekend, they had a lot more than that. So, and they still played pretty well. If you haven't already done so, then by all means, please do go check out the FA Cup review video that's up here. But it is great to see the level of unsubscribed viewers dropping. There's a nice amount of returning viewers as well, but just over the last 4 weeks, just under 500 viewers are not subscribed. If you are enjoying the content and you want to know more, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get to know when new content is going up. We are 2 away from 2020. I know it's a touchy number for us all, so I'd like to get us to 2030. So it's 12 more to go. I know you guys are out there. Now, turning to West Ham, we picked up 6 points from the last 2 away games, as well as beating Leeds in the FA Cup on Sunday. And as a long-suffering West Ham fan, 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss from our last 5 league games isn't the dip in form that all the pundits are saying it is. It's a normal run of the things. You see, the problem is, and I've said this for many, many times, guys, because obviously we finished in the top 6 last season and we're trying to get there again this season. The pundits are keeping more of an eye on us than they would do previously, you know, because of the whole, you know, the top 6 bias and all the rest of it. And also, whenever I see people on social media saying that West Ham are in dip of form, you're not West Ham. You don't understand West Ham. You really don't. Creswell is currently ruled out with his lower back injury still. Zuma is showing still a potential return for Man United away, which is fantastic news. Fornals is back from COVID as he replaced Lanzini in the FA Cup on Sunday. So we've only really got 3 injuries, Ogbonna, Creswell and Zuma to contend with in January. I know they're big players, guys, but that's quite a good turnaround, to be fair. That's not bad. And as a result of this, guys, let's talk about the starting 11. It pretty much writes itself. So I've made one change to the starting 11 that I put out for the Watford game, and here it is. Fabianski in goal, with a back 4 of Soufal, Dawson, Diop and Johnson. Souček and Rice in the defensive midfield positions, with Bowen, Lanzini and Vlasic in midfield, supporting Antonio up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. As always, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you agree with my starting 11? Give us your predictions as well, for that matter. I'm hoping for all 3 points to get us in contention still. But you never know. Of course, we're going to have the full-time thoughts for this on Wednesday evening, strokes Thursday morning, depending on what time I get back and the amount of times I've got to make takes for these bloody videos. Honestly, today's been a nightmare. It really has been. But this is being recorded straight after the FA Cup review as well. There will, of course, be the preview for the Leeds game in the Premier League on Sunday as well, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, we'll have the full-time thoughts for that video as well, so keep an eye out. There's a lot of content coming. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. Like this video if you are enjoying it, and I'll see you very soon. All the best.